is it? I think we're live. Mabuhay, kumusta? Welcome to Learning with Albine. I'm your guro, Albine. Magandang gabi. Let me see. And then where is that? Here you go. Do you wish to learn Tagalog? Come, join me. Join me and Bruce. Hi, Bruce. Magandang gabi.
Kumusta?
Kumusta ka? Kumusta?
Kumusta ka?
Mabuti ako, Bruce. Ikaw, mabuti?
Mabuti.
Mabuti. Come join the community of Porenoys and Porenais. But what is a Porenoy? A Porenoy is a foreigner, but not really a foreigner in the Philippines. All my tutorials are suited for both beginners and intermediate in Tagalog. Is it your first time in this channel? If you wish to see more of Tagalog language tutorials or General Tagalog Practice episodes, consider subscribing to my channel. And if you're subscribed already, hit the bell notification button so you won't miss any of the future new episodes. It's a Tagalog conversation today. This episode consists of 3 parts. First, Tagalog to English building your Tagalog vocabulary. It's the first part. I kinda changed my format a little bit today. Something new. First part, it's vocabulary building, and then it's followed by dramatization, and then for the third part, we have, of course, Tagalog to English translation. Okay, and there is also a short quiz, so be ready for the short quiz. Are you ready? Let's begin. There you go, and who are with me? I'll be waiting for your comment. Feel free to comment down below so that I can acknowledge your presence. And even if I'm in the middle of my presentation, I will be happy to respond to your comments or answer your questions. And yes, again, it's Tagalog conversation today. And how many are watching? Let me see. I already have 1 like. Yes, and or early on, I would like to invite you to hit the like button so that the algorithm is in favor of us. Okay, let's do my job now. And yeah, let me share you this screen because it's first early on. Let's have a vocabulary building first. Vocabulary building. Bruce, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. So, yes. And then let's start off with mga pandiwa. Mga pandiwa means verbs. Pandiwa or action words. It's very important to learn action words. So, let's start off with the root word punta. Bruce, remember, punta means go.
Go.
Okay, go, punta. So, and then if you want to how is that? There's such a verb. Conjugate it. Apply infix. We have pumunta. Pumunta is an infinitive verb which means to go. Pumunta. When you mean infinitive verb, there's no aspect of time. Okay. Bruce, your cell phone is so noisy. I got distracted. Okay. And another word, nagpunta. Nagpunta is a past tense of not the pumunta, but it's the magpunta. The other one, the mag verb. The first one, pumunta, is part of verb, whereas nagpunta is part of mag verb. And mag verb is also an actor-focused verb. So nagpunta is a past tense. Okay, let's have another root word which means palit. Bruce, palit means change.
Change.
Palit. Yes. And then let's conjugate. In this case, or let's apply a prefix pa with a root word palit. So you would say papalit. When you hear papalit or when you say papalit, it means exchange. Bruce, remember that. Next. Okay, let's have a mag verb with palit. So we have magpalit, and it's infinitive verb. Again, no aspect of time for infinitive. And it's an actor-focused verb. It means to change. To change. Next word, magpapalit. Magpapalit. Take note of the pronunciation. It's quite different when you change the pronunciation here. Magpapalit. It means will change, and it's in future tense. Another word, let's have magpapalit. Magpapalit. There's a quite difference there as opposed to the first one. Do you hear the difference, Bruce? First, the first one is magpapalit, and then the other one is magpapalit. Those are different words. So the other one, the magpapalit, means to exchange. Bruce, take note of that. Master your listening in Tagalog so you get the difference or what it means. Okay? Next, let's have another root word which means gastos. Gastos means spend money, because I have to be specific here. Spend money, because when you mean spend time, it's another root word in Tagalog. Because here in English, when you mean spend, it means spend money. At the same time, you also mean spend time. Whereas in Tagalog, when you refer to money, it means spend money, gastos. Whereas the other one is spend time, it means Google, although I didn't write Google here. Okay, next. Bruce, does it make sense to you?
Yep.
Okay, next, let's have one word which we call gastusin. So, gastusin is a verb and it's in infinitive form, no aspect of time. So, when you hear of gastusin, it means to spend money on. Okay, next word, gagastusin. Gagastusin is a future tense. It's in a future tense, which means will spend on. Okay, maybe later, maybe tomorrow, next month, or next year. Okay, let's proceed. Hi, people, are you here with me? How many people are watching, baby?
2 now.
2, okay.
That means 1.
Magandang gabi mula sa Ohio, USA. And comment down below. Acknowledge, identify, help me identify yourself so I get to know you better. Okay, let's proceed. More of pandiwa or verbs. Okay, let's have the word bili. Bili means buy. Okay, verb bumili. Infinitive form bumili. And it's an actor focused. To buy. To buy. Next, bibili. Bibili is a future tense which means will buy. Okay? And another word, we have pabili. Pabili means may I buy. Pabili means may I buy. With the prefix pa, it means may I buy or may I when you hear pa sometimes. Okay. Next, another word, bilhin. Bilhin is another infinitive verb and it's an object focused. It means to buy a thing. Yes, object focused. So the other one is bumili, part of group. The other one is bilhin, part of in group of verb. Of course, this episode is not about a lesson on verbs. We will get there later. We will dedicate series of episodes on verbs. But this time, I'm presenting some words so that you may easily understand our conversation tonight. Okay? Next, benta is another word. Benta means sell. Okay, and benta is a root word just like bili. Okay, let's have some verbs. Magbenta, part of the mag verb, and it's an actor-focused verb. Infinitive once again, so it means to sell. Okay, next, nagbebenta. Nagbebenta is a present tense of magbenta. Okay, and it means selling in English. Another root word that is necessary, it's very important for us to know today because of our conversation. Let me give you the word liwanag. Liwanag means clear, or it also means light, or it means bright. Liwanag. Okay, and let's have the word paliwanag with prefix pa from the word liwanag, paliwanag. Paliwanag means explanation, and it's a noun. Okay, and then we can turn the noun paliwanag into a verb by applying the prefix ipaliwanag. So this time ipaliwanag is part of the group of verb. And also it's in infinitive form, and it's an object-focused verb. It means to explain. Ipaliwanag means to explain. Bruce, are you okay?
Yep.
Hello, audience. Are you doing good? Comment down below. Okay. And what's next? Yes, another word. We have ipapaliwanag. Ipapaliwanag. If you are familiar with verbs in Tagalog, with regards to future tense, most likely you are going to, or most of the time, you are going to repeat the first syllable of the root word. Ipapaliwanag. It means will explain. Okay? And let's have our second part for today, and this is the Tagalog conversation. And yes, before I get to my dramatization, let me bring you let me introduce to you the characters. And yes, and because we have the characters of the story, the title of the whole series is called The Continuing Saga of a Half-Pinóy. Okay? And mga tauhan, yes? And if you have been following me for a while now, you notice that I changed the format a little bit. Okay? Let me introduce to you mga tauhan. In other words, mga tauhan means characters. Characters of the story. So first we have Mars. Mars is our first and the main character of this series. And si Mars ay isang half-Pinoy at pansamantalang naninirahan sa Pilipinas. In English, Mars is a half-Pinoy and temporarily staying in the Philippines. And let's have another character, and we have the character we call in Tagalog ekstrang tauhan. Ekstrang tauhan, or English it means extra character. We don't want, it's not it's okay not to name the ekstrang tauhan anymore. Yes, because it's hard to think of a new name again and again. Okay? Ekstrang tauhan, extra character. So, tagapaglingkod sa isang telecom shop. So, in other words, ekstrang tauhan, extra character is a sales clerk or customer service clerk. Okay? Next. And yes, and let me present to you nakaraan right away before the dramatization. Okay, and of course, if you have not seen the previous what
Video.
video, not the what I mean with not previous video, but the what is the related video, because the previous video is not about Tagalog conversation. So I would suggest later that you can just also watch the other conversation, which is about money exchange, right? How do you engage in a conversation when you are at the money exchange? And we had the story, and this is ang nakaraan. Ang nakaraan means previously. Okay? Nagpunta si Mars sa isang money changer upang magpapalit ng dolyar. Natuklasan niya na hindi pwedeng mapalitan ang gusot na pera at ganon din kapag may tupi. Okay? Nagpunta means went, and then it's Mars who did the action, nagpunta, and then money changer of course is a place or a store or shop, okay? And then upang means so that, and then magpapalit, yes, if you remember magpapalit, it means to exchange. Exchange what? Dollar or dolyar. And then natuklasan, I didn't introduce the word natuklasan, but this time let me tell you that natuklasan means found out or realized. Natuklasan. Okay, and niya for him, and then what was that he realized? Hindi pwede. Hindi pwede means it's not possible. Hindi pwede. Mapalitan, to exchange. Not possible to exchange. What is it that is not possible to exchange? Gusot na pera. Gusot na pera means a crumpled dollar bill. Okay? And also, another case is the may tupi. May tupi means folded. Okay? That is the ang nakaraan. And of course, let me proceed with my dramatization for tonight. Dramatization. Listen very carefully so that you get to understand the flow of the story. Are you ready? Let me start it. Gusto ko pong bumili ng SIM card. Iyon pong para sa portable WIFI. 3,000 sa pocket WIFI. Mayroon na po akong pocket WIFI. Binili ko sa ibang bansa. SIM card lang po ang gusto kong bilhin. Rocket SIM ang mayroon kami. 500. Pabili po ako ng isa lang. Ang totoo kasi, hindi kami nagbebenta ng SIM card na ito kung hindi ka dito bibili ng pocket WIFI. Ipapaliwanag ko na lang sa store manager namin. Naka-open-line na ba ang pocket WIFI mo? Opo, open line na siya. There you go, and that's our story for tonight. Hi, Randy. I'm happy you're here. Kumusta ka? Magandang gabi sa iyo. Let's enjoy our Tagalog practice for today, and let me bring you our conversation. Bruce, did you like our conversation today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you have a story to tell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wala? No? Okay, let's see. And let me bring this to you. And this one, let me get there. Okay, let's do that. And let me bring you my presentation. It takes a while, a little bit. Okay, now, gusto ko pong, okay, repeat after me. Gusto ko pong bumili ng SIM card Iyon pong para sa portable Wi-Fi. That's it. And let me get that. Yes, and of course, it's tricky. It's tricky. Okay, here. And let me check my monitor. Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's right. And of course, what does it mean in English? What does it mean in English? I'd like to buy a SIM card good for portable Wi-Fi. Gusto ko means I'd like to. Okay, or like to. Or as simple as I'd like. Gusto ko. And of course, po is just a particle which means you are being polite. Okay. Bumili means to buy. Means to buy. And then of course, you have the connector ng. What are you going to buy? Ano ang bibilhin mo? SIM card. Okay. Iyon po. Iyon means that, literally. But in English, you don't say that when you say it. You just say, good for portable Wi-Fi. Iyon pong para sa portable Wi-Fi. Para sa means for. Para. Para sa, para. For. And then sa is a connector or particle or a marker to additional information, which is portable Wi-Fi. This is how Tagalog sentence is structured. Okay, next. Okay, this is what the lady said. 3,000 sa pocket Wi-Fi. And then, what does it mean in English? So, it means pocket Wi-Fi. So, in English, you mention the subject first. Pocket Wi-Fi cost 3,000. And then, of course, enclosed in parentheses, pesos, right? Pesos. And of course, you are in the Philippines. You don't need to say pesos anymore because that's the currency in the Philippines. So everybody knows that you are talking about money in terms of peso, especially if you are at the store, okay? 3,000 means 3,000. 3,000. And then of course, you want to connect 3,000 with the noun, and so you have sa pocket Wi-Fi. Sa is the linker here. Okay, so take note again. I always like to tell you that most Tagalog statements start with a predicate first. So we say the subject last. So the subject here is pocket Wi-Fi. 3,000 is the predicate or the additional information. Let's proceed. Check comments. I will enjoy your comment, and magandang gabi. Thank you, Randy. You are here. I appreciate you here to keep us company with Bruce. Okay. Mayroon, okay, follow after me. Mayroon na po akong pocket Wi-Fi. Binili ko sa ibang bansa. SIM card lang po ang gusto kong bilhin. What does it mean in English? So in English, you say it like, I already have a pocket Wi-Fi. I bought it in another country. I just like to buy a SIM card. Mayroon means I have mayroon, but because Tagalog there is na, mayroon na, it means already. I already have. Okay. And then of course another po here, it means you are being polite. Ako is a pronoun which means I, ako. And then there's a suffix ng because ako is followed by another word. So ng is a kind of linker. So akong, you say it akong, it means for I here. Pocket Wi-Fi, of course, it's easy to understand what a pocket Wi-Fi is. Okay. Next, binili. Binili ko. Binili ko means I bought. So binili is a past tense. So in English you say binili. I bought. Tagalog, binili ko. Okay, now again you have sa. Again, sa is a linker or a marker to a place here. Ibang bansa. Ibang bansa means another country. Ibang bansa. Okay, that's another statement. And then followed by more statement. One statement in this, what do you call this? Call out. Okay. SIM card lang po ang gusto kong bilhin. Okay. Let me get to help you understand. Gusto ko. Again, gusto ko means I like to. I like to. Gusto ko. But you say lang, there is lang in Tagalog. It's good as saying, I just like to. SIM card lang po ang gusto kong bilhin. If you don't want to say po, you can say SIM card lang ang gusto kong bilhin. SIM card lang ang gusto kong bilhin is as good as saying I just like to buy a SIM card. Bilhin for buy. Bruce, no question?
Nope.
No question so far. Next. Okay, next. Okay, this is what the lady said. Rocket SIM ang mayroon kami. 500. What does it mean in English? Okay, we have a rocket SIM. It cost 500. Or in peso, close parenthesis. Okay, and now rocket SIM. Literally, it means if you would like to translate here, rocket SIM is what we have. Rocket SIM is what we have. But I don't know if that is how you say it in English. I think the way you say it in English is we have a rocket SIM. As simple as that. And then 500 of course means 500. So 500. So as in English you don't need, I don't know, maybe you can say just simple as 500. But yes, for clarity I said it cost 500 here on our footnote. 500, 5, and then daan 400. Okay, next. And yes, Mars, this is what Mars said. Pabili po ako ng isa lang. Did you follow? Repeat after me. Pabili po ng isa lang. Okay. In English, it means, may I buy just one. So again, pabili means may I buy. Pabili. And then po was polite way to say it. And then ako for I, ako. And then isa means one. And then lang for just, isa lang. And of course, nang connects ako and isa lang. Right? Next. Okay, this is quite long. Follow after me. Ang totoo kasi, hindi kami nagbebenta ng SIM card na ito kung hindi ka dito bibili ng pocket Wi-Fi. Okay? What does it mean in English? It means in English, the truth is, we don't sell a SIM card unless you'll buy the pocket Wi-Fi. Okay. Truth for totoo. Totoo. Kasi means because. So literally you would say it, you will translate it as the truth because. So it's awkward. You don't want to say that in English. So in English you say the truth is, and then hindi means don't or not. Not. Hindi. Kami for we. Okay, nagbebenta, if you remember, I presented the verbs before the conversation. Benta means sell. So, nagbebenta is a future tense. So, but in English, you don't say selling. Okay, but here, nagbebenta means selling. Right? So, we don't sell. Or maybe you can say, we're not selling. We're not selling the SIM card. Okay, we're not selling the SIM card. Okay, and next, unless, let's find out how do you like to say unless in Tagalog. Unless is kung hindi. Yes, kung hindi means unless. Okay, and then what else? Of course, we have bibili. Dito means here, here. So in English language, I didn't say here in English sentence. Okay. Hindi ka dito. You're not buying from us, something like that. Here means here. If you're not buying it here, right? We don't sell SIM card. That's what it means by this sentence. If dito bibili ng pocket Wi-Fi. If you are not buying the pocket Wi-Fi from us, or in Tagalog we say dito, okay, and then you won't get the SIM card. Okay, Bruce, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, next. And let me, it feels, okay, I appreciate people watching. How many are they here?
3.
3 people watching. Congratulations, learning with Alban. You have 3 audience, live audience. Okay, okay. And then let's see. Let's proceed. And okay, follow after me. And yes, of course, if you are watching me on a replay or what is this, recorded live, I appreciate you also. Enjoy, have fun learning Tagalog. But it's nice, it's best if you are here with me live so that I get more inspired. Okay, next. Ipapaliwanag. Repeat after me. Ipapaliwanag ko na lang sa store manager namin. What does it mean in English? I can just explain this to our store manager. Okay. Ipapaliwanag means, ipapaliwanag is a future tense verb. So, root word liwanag, and then paliwanag is explanation, and then the word explanation, you turn it into a verb using e prefix, and then if you want to, the future tense, repeat the first syllable of the root word, so you get ipapaliwanag. Ipapaliwanag. So it means I can just explain, or I'm going to explain. Ko for I here. Papaliwanag ko. Nalang is just, and then who will receive, or who will she go to explain, so, or who owes explanation, it's the store manager. There, namin, our store manager. Store manager namin is the way you say our store manager. Hi Randy, question? No question for today, and I appreciate you asking question. And also, how's your Tagalog? And some verbs, are you okay with verbs? And past tense, present tense, and future tense. Okay, and also pronouns. Tell me. Okay, next. And one more thing, she asked, naka-open-line na ba ang pocket Wi-Fi mo? Okay. What does it mean in English? It means, is your pocket Wi-Fi an open-line device? Bruce, did I say my English right?
Yep.
Is it good? Right? Good English?
Yep.
Right? Okay. So, it's not really a direct translation, but just an interpretation. Naka-open line. So, we use the English phrase open line. And of course, we want the prefix naka. Okay, naka. So, naka-open line. Okay, ba is a particle which means you are raising a question. Na, it means like it pertains to an aspect of time, and it's good as thinking that na means now in this kind of statement. Na means now. Okay, so mo is the pronoun you. Okay. Yes, and Randy says mabuti. Maybe he's referring to his Tagalog is getting good or getting better. Okay, next. And yes, what was the reply? This is Mars. Opo, open line na siya. How do you want to say that in English? Yes, it's an open line portable Wi-Fi. Okay. Okay, and so of course opo means yes, and then open line is the phrase, And then na also with aspect of time, which means now or this time. And then of course siya is a pronoun in Tagalog. Siya is a pronoun, but this is a personal pronoun. It means a person. You're referring to a person. Siya, him or he or she, siya. But take note that these days, Filipinos use the pronoun siya even if we are referring to an object or a thing or even to not a person. I don't know. Yeah, it has been a trend already that siya, it has always been used most frequently even if you are not referring to a person. Bruce, comment?
No.
No comment. You're so awful quiet. Okay, next. And of course, this story is itutuloy. Itutuloy means to be continued, but don't go yet because we have a quiz tonight. Okay, I would appreciate you to answer our short quiz for tonight. First question. Ano ang gustong bilhin ni Mars? Comment down below your answers. We have 3 questions, so I don't want to translate the question. It's a challenge for you. Try to translate it yourself, and also the requirement, write your answers in Tagalog. Write it down in the comment below. Okay. And then, second question, ano ang binili ni Mars sa ibang bansa? Okay, what does it mean in English? And be ready with your answers in Tagalog. Next, magkano ang magagastos ni Mars? Okay, enjoy your quiz, and I really appreciate you answering our quiz tonight and specific to this episode. Let's proceed. And of course, if you find this video, this tutorial, this episode, this live program for today, and kindly hit the like button. And if you are new in this channel, subscribe please. We are already about 578. Last two more to be crossing 580 in the community. Thank you so much. I appreciate you subscribing and telling your friends and family that we are here practicing our Tagalog. Good. And of course, let me invite you to our Saturday group coaching. Yes, we are doing it. Group coaching, it's free. Please take note of the time, 10 a.m. Eastern for session 1 and 4:10 p.m. for session 2. You can attend any of these schedule, or you can attend both. And also, this group coaching course, we are recording it so that you find us on podcast. Yes, our podcast, is it here? Yes, and of course, if you really decide to, please don't hesitate to join us. You can come with us anytime or as early as tomorrow. Okay, and more details on my website, aralinworld.com. And yes, there you go, more details here. Okay, next. And of course, we are on podcast, and these are our name on the podcast, Tagalog with Albine, and these are possible podcast app that you would get from your cell phone, a tablet, or could be on a browser. Okay, listen to Tagalog with Albine on podcast. And what else? Let's wrap up. And also, if you want to, I think I have one slide here. And also, if you want to, let me bring that slide. Where is that? Yes, if you want to download copy of my presentation, yes, get to patreon.com patreon.com/aralinworld. Yes, be my patron on Patreon if you want copy of this presentation and other more learning resources. Next, and let's wrap up for this presentation. Let's wrap up. First, you've seen a good Tagalog conversation about buying a SIM card. Of course, also you've learned some words and phrases to use at the telecom shop. Oh, well, who are you? What? Are you considering to return to the Philippines? Yes, and of course, maybe, most likely, you are going to get SIM card while you are there. Okay. And next, this episode is essential in your General Tagalog Practice. Bruce, comment?
No.
You have a comment? You have something to say? You have something? No, no, you're not. We're not going to tell our experiences on getting the SIM card. No. Yeah, it can be both funny and annoying. Okay. Yes, going to the Philippines is both fun and annoying. I'll tell you that. It's both, what is this? Joyful and at the same time difficult. Okay. And yes, what shall I do next? Of course, I've got to go. And thank you, Randy, for being here. Are you still there? And sana nasa mabuti kang kalagayan. And come join me again next week, live again. Okay, you know what? Most likely you know what content we have next week is going to be prefixes or other affixes or things like that on grammar lessons. Okay, and of course, sign off for now. And I'm sending love, healing, joy, protection, peace your way. Mabuhay, mag-ingat, magkita tayong muli.